Okay, welcome back to the Forgotten Pieces of Georgia. Today we're in Muscogee County, and the county seat is the city of Columbus. It's also the only community in this county, so I have to shoot everything in the county seat. The first building I found is this old Commando military supply. Now, Commando is not out of business. They have a much bigger facility across the parking lot from me. This is just their old location, but it is currently sitting empty, quote-unquote abandoned. So we'll go ahead and get a couple of shots of this, and then we'll see what else we can find in Muscogee County. Alright, so the next building I found actually sits connected to the old Commando military surplus discount store, and it was just a barber shop. There's no indication of what the proper name was for it. The sign just says barber shop, but it's definitely no longer there. Now, for those of you that don't know, Columbus, Georgia is where Fort Benning is located. I apologize for the tractor trailer. Fort Benning is home of the United States Army Infantry, as well as the 3rd Ranger Battalion, which is my old unit. So I'm on the outskirts of Fort Benning right now in the city of Columbus. So we'll move on, see what else we can find in Muscogee County, and hopefully we'll get a lot of really cool buildings today. Alright, so we're still here in the city of Columbus, and I found this old Radio Shack. This is only the second old Radio Shack I found during my project, which is unusual because Radio Shack's been out of business for quite a while, but that might just mean that a lot of the buildings have already had the signs taken down and have been released to other businesses. But we'll go ahead and get a shot of this, and then next door to it is a nondescript bank. I don't know what chain it was affiliated with. There's no signage left. It says the space is available, and the drive-through windows are all boarded up. So we'll get a shot of that as well, and then we'll move on and see what else we can find. Alright, so behind me is the nondescript bank that I was talking about in the previous segment. Like I said, there's no signage indicating what bank it used to be. There's nothing over here on the main shopping center billboard that advertises all the businesses indicating what it was. And like I mentioned in the previous clip, the drive-through windows are all boarded up, and there is a for lease sign in the front door, taped up in the front door. So it is definitely abandoned. Now we'll move on, see what else we can find in Columbus, Georgia. Alright, so the next building I found in Columbus, Georgia is this JJ's restaurant. I'm not sure how long ago it closed. We'll have to do some research, or maybe somebody can leave a comment down below and let me know. It looks like it's a halfway decent building. It's in fairly good shape still. Maybe someday soon somebody else will lease it and open it back up as a restaurant. For now, we'll move on, see what else we can find in Columbus, Georgia. Alright, so the next building I found in Muscogee County is the Moon Adventure Loan. I'm not sure what that means, L-O-N-E. Looks like it might have been a bar or nightclub, something like that, possibly a strip club, I don't know, just because of the color scheme. The sign out front has been painted over. It's definitely no longer in business. We'll go ahead and get a couple of shots of this and then see what else we can find here in Columbus. Alright, so the next building I found in Columbus, Georgia is this one here. I'm not sure what store used to be in here. It might have been one of the large grocery store chains, or it could have been a Walmart or something like that. It's kind of hard to tell now because all the signage is gone. There's absolutely no trace of previous lettering or anything like that. But we'll go ahead and get a couple of shots of this and see what else we can find here in Columbus, Georgia. So the next building I found here in the city of Columbus is this Fishman restaurant. They specialized in takeout and delivery, and they're definitely no longer in business. As you can see, the storefront's completely empty. There's a Pepsi soda cooler in there that's completely empty as well. Not sure how long ago they went out of business. We'll see what we can find out, and then we'll move on and see what else we can find here in Columbus, Georgia. Okay, so the next abandoned business building I found here in Columbus is this one here. Don't have an official name for it, but it was some sort of photography and videography business. They're definitely no longer there. You can see the storefront's completely emptied out. We'll go ahead and get a shot of this, and then we'll see what else we can find here in Columbus. Okay, so the next building I found here in Columbus is this old laundromat. I'm not sure when it closed. It looks like it's been closed and abandoned for quite a while. The windows and doors are all boarded up, and the glass above the doors is completely smashed out. Sorry for all the noise. I seem to be in an area where all the idiots are. But we'll go ahead and get a shot of this, and then we'll see what else we can find here in Columbus, Georgia. All right, the next building I found in Columbus is this one here. It looks like it might have been a small automotive repair shop that sits along the main road here, just down from, or right at the corner of 28th Avenue. We'll go ahead and get a couple of shots of this, and then we'll see what else we can find to wrap up Columbus, Georgia, and Muscogee County. Right, so the 12th building I found in Columbus, Georgia is this church here. I'm not sure what denomination it is. It doesn't look like it's still open, but I could be wrong. If I am, let me know down in the comments. It is a nice building. The sign out front is powered off, which is unusual. Most churches, if they have a digital sign out front, they'll leave it 24/7 advertising, you know, their upcoming sermons and different inspirational messages and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and get a couple of shots of this, and then we'll see what else we can find here in Columbus. All right, so the next building I found in Muscogee County here in the city of Columbus is this Fox Appliance part. So it looks like they used to sell replacement parts for refrigerators, washers, dryers, microwaves, stuff like that. Don't know how long ago they went out of business, but we'll go ahead and get a couple of shots of this, and we'll see if we can find at least one more building to wrap up this county. So the next building that I found in Columbus is this one here. It's kind of nondescript. I don't know what might have been in here at one time. It's definitely no longer being actively used. There's a for rent sign billboard next to it. So we'll go ahead and get a couple of shots of this, and then we'll see if we can find at least one more building to wrap up Columbus and Muscogee County. Okay, so the next building I found here in Columbus, don't know what this one used to be. It could have been some sort of commercial building, but with the individual doors with numbers on them, it could have been an apartment complex of some sort at one time as well. But we'll go ahead and get a couple of shots of this, and then see what else we can find to wrap up this county. Okay, so update on my previous clip. Nice family that was stopped here at the red light gave me some information while they were waiting for the light to change. This one was apartments, and before that it was a church, so that's definitely interesting. And the one down here that I'm going to shoot in a second used to be an accounting office, and before that it was a small thrift store. So we'll go ahead and get a shot of that next. So this is the other building that nice couple was telling me about that used to be an accounting firm, and before that it was a thrift store. So this is going to wrap up Muscogee County. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, here in the city of Columbus. I want to thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon so you can be notified when the next video drops, and I will see you next time.